Hello and welcome to day 12 for this Inktober Tangle Challenge 2024. I'm Rachel from Rachel Angela Art and you can find me on Instagram of the same name. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher and just want to say thank you to Stephanie, Jennifer for putting these prompts together for us. Today is day 12, as I said, by Tomas Padros, CZT, and Tomas is absolutely amazing at deconstructing patterns and making them into tangles, easy for us then to draw. This is one, switch that light on. This is one that I drew earlier, and you can see it's X's. It's called X's. So this is the X. You can see there. And I will be doing it on this purple tile. So all we need to do is zoom in. Oops. What's happened there then? There we go. And this is very easy. Just need to relax and enjoy. Put that out of shot. Okay. We'll take our, in fact, we will do a string using our pencil first. So I'm just going to, I'm not going to do it too small. I'm just going to run a line across. And it doesn't matter where it is really. Oops. And a line across. And I'm actually just going to run another line there. And another line, and it doesn't have to be perfect. This is just a guide. And you'll see what I'm going to do with those. So with our our pen, and it can be any pen, we're going to do just some dashes and space them out. So we will start here on this inside line. So dash and then leave about a dash space. And then another one, leave a dash. And another one, leave, and then make another dash. This is all just by, there we go. And then we're just going to repeat that underneath. So just trying just to, and generally you kind of know how big you do your dashes. There we go. And then we're going to, well, I'm going to turn my tile because it's just easy for me to do it this way. And we're going to make little V shapes downwards here. Go to the middle and you can make a little come up like that if you so wish. So like that. Try and make them all similar. Maybe that needs to come on a little bit. And then making little triangles. I turn my tile and do it this way. Kind of like that. And I'm going to ink these in at this side. And I went small on my round tile. You can see see here what we're trying to do. This is a dash, this is a dash, dash, dash. And then at the other side, obviously, it's a smaller circle, so I did smaller dashes. So we're just going to ink these in. As I say, I'm a very slow tangler. I like to take my time, make the nicest strokes I can possibly make, and just turn my tile. I'm going to do exactly the same at this side. We are going to make little triangles, sort of. And honestly, it really doesn't matter. You can be precise, but that's not what this is all about. This is just all about enjoying the moment, enjoying one stroke at a time, not worrying about mistakes. No mistakes in Zentangle, as Maria and Rick like to say, like to remind us. And then we're just going to do another one here. Just ink those in. I'm going to just take this away and just look at it. Oh yeah, that's okay. And then what we're going to do next is a little upward V in between, and then we've got to leave a space. So I'm going to do, that's why I did this little extra line, because I'm going to go up from here and up from here and miss this one. In fact, we'll just, we'll do this first, not get confused at the steps, and take that up. And then I'm going to turn my tile, and on exactly the opposite side, I'm going to go up. Probably should have tried to get 6 on. I've got 5, but it doesn't matter. And then come down, and then opposite that one, going up. I'm going to turn my tile a little bit, and then we're going to try and come down here, and you can line that up. So we've got that going on. And then the next step is we're going to go and ink those in. And the same at this side. I'm going to do that line there and ink that line in there. And then just above, not this one, but in between. So in between the line that we made where we come up, we're just going to go along here with another line. So we're going to go as though we've got in the holly bough fashion, as they say. I'm going to go underneath that, and then I'm going to turn my tile. I'm going to do exactly the same on this side. So halfway between this, I'm going to go on as though it's going under, on as though it's going under, and then there. So we've got that. And then our next step is to draw centre lines between here and here. So between here, between here, so you wouldn't see that one. Here and here, I've got a centre line. And here and here we've got a centre line. And you can see the X forming now. And then between here and here. And then at this point, oops, here and here. Yep. And then what we have to do is put some little squares in. So now this is where we've got to think about the middle. So if I do a subtle centre line, maybe this is it-ish. It doesn't matter. It's just a guide to remind yourself that that's what you're doing. So we are going to do bigger, but you'll see diamond shapes and smaller diamond shapes, but we're still going to keep on this centre line. So where these go up, what we're going to do is, in parallel to this line, if you see, we're going to come out and down, and in parallel to that line, we're going to go up. Parallel to this line, I'm going to turn my tile, and then parallel to this line, so you kind of get this shape, and then we're going to ink this in like this. Okay, like that. And then this one's going to be a little bit smaller. So, so in parallel, kind of parallel to that line. So we'll come in at this angle. And you can generally see what we're trying to do it a little bit smaller. It doesn't matter if you don't. I think mine were all over on the other one. It doesn't matter. And the more you practice this, or the more you repeat the pattern, because that's what gives you the meditative state, right? Focusing on what you're doing. So it's not that much smaller. And then again, parallel, coming from your line that we've drawn, parallel to that, parallel to this, and parallel to this. And then we're going to ink it in. Like that. And then moving over a smaller one. So parallel, parallel, then ink it in. And I don't think we wouldn't see that, but would we see this? Possibly. Just thinking where it comes to the centre. We could put a hint. Let's put a hint of one. Yeah, that's better. We'll put a hint like that. So you can see the X's now. And then all we need to do is, so these, we're going to go up from there to there, turning our tile from there to there. So we're going to start with one of the diamond shapes, not the one that's going under. You see what I mean? And we're turning our tile. Always make it easier for yourself. Then we're going to go there and stop, like we're doing a W. And same here, I'm going to go up there. I'm going to stop. But then we're going to come down as though it's gone up to a point and coming back down now. And then up. And we're going to leave it like that. And then we're going to do the same here. I turn my tile again. I'm going to go from here. Turning my tile I'm going to go down here to a point and then back up and finishing it there. I'm going to do exactly the same. So I always start with a point to get my bearings, so to speak. I'm going to go up. I'm going to turn, and then I'm going to come down. I'm going to turn, I'm going to go up and finish. And I'm turning again. I'm going to come down, just past a little bit. And then up, turning all the time. You don't have to. And I probably won't turn as many times, but when I'm sat at in my comfy chair, I'm not at a reach like I am here, sat at my table. And there we have our X's. Great when you know how. And then to shade this, oh, you know what I like to do? I like to put this in while I've got my pen uncapped. And you see, because you did these pencil lines subtly, you don't see them. And of course, you can use a rubber if you want to. Although we don't use rubbers or in the Zen Tangle, really. Though you can. It's just so that it doesn't... Yeah, the reason we don't is because it interrupts your flow. So I'm going to double line it. See me do this lots. And turning my tail. I'm going up. I'm going to tail all back round because we'll start with an X there. And then I was going to sign my chop. Rachel Angela Art. I think I might need to do a new one. So shading is the next now. Let's use a colour then. So all we're doing is just shading this bit. I'm just using a pastel pencil instead of graphite, but you use graphite if that's what you've got. As I say, no rules, you're out, you do whatever you like. Just put a hint there, maybe just a hint down here, yeah. And then all we're going to do is get our tortillon, which I have gleaned on a piece of scratch paper. And then we're just going to subtly blend that in. Down we go. We can lay more down if we need to. And that's what I generally do. Put a little bit down, then go back in. And this is X's by Tomas Padros. I'll see if I can. I'm having terrible problems uploading and downloading and uploading. And then My tablet's running out of storage. So you can see you can put as much in. And again, I'll probably do it with watercolour pencils or just watercolours. And especially because I do watercolours, so I can do landscapes and animals, and so I can watercolour. But this is just, you can take this with you to a hospital waiting room or whatever and draw if you're feeling nervous, anxious, and you just get transported to a state of calm. Or at least I do. There we go. How cool's that? So that is X's by, you know what I like to do, I just like to go around here with a bit of, because I always see something, oh, and we haven't done the highlights. You don't have to, as I say, you do whatever. You know, this is just me showing you how to draw this and possibly colour it. Oh yeah, we forgot the highlights. That's not the one I was using. There we go. I just like to do this. There we are. I'll just put some highlights, and you know, I'm just going to do an X. So you can see the X's like that, and then we will subtly blend this in, just so it gives you a bit of a highlight. There we go. Done. So if I zoom back in, got X's done two different ways, in a circular fashion and straight, and that's by Tomas Padros. So hopefully I will see you tomorrow and you enjoyed that video. Please subscribe and like and whatever, and a conversation would be good if anybody wants to say hi. Anyway, thank you, bye.